Hi there, my name is Grimith, and this is Hellslave, a dungeon crawler, turn-based, dark fantasy in design. You play a character, they make a pact with hell in order to stop demons. Not a dungeon crawler mood, just got done with Eye of the Commando. I still want some videos to break up the pieces of the Blade Runner series, so we're here. This is a blind run for me. I've never played Hellslave before, so right now I don't know if I'm going to enjoy enough to carry on through to completion. There's our options. Game's 3.5 years old. There's a sequel in development. Let's get cracking. I will create here. Choose difficulty. We're going to choose default, damage, and health. You can change difficulty level at any time in the options menu by the looks of things. Let's roll on with normal. The peaceful valley of Nivloth. Season after season, the world kept on turning. Sometimes hard, under the sun and rain. A harsh but fair life. Laying here, suspended in time, up until that night when everything changed. A rumbling came from the ground, breaking the silence. And some infernal beasts came out from the bowels of the earth, descending upon us. Village after village, killing women and children, galvanized by the rage of hell. Resistance was futile or futile. Some died, some fled. Orphaned, dead, without a burial. All hope was gone. Really enjoying the art of this opening cutscene. What could we do? Cinematic. They were backed by the infernal forces and killed anyone who refused to join them. No mortal could defeat them. I could only see one outcome. There, struck down by despair, should I want to fight fire with fire, I had to sell my soul to the devil. All right. Goodness. Presumably that's us there, and that's our interactable right there to click upon. Welcome among us, young recruit. You will not regret your choice. You must forget all about your past. Choose your new name, please, and tell me to which demon you wish to swear allegiance. Okay, name will be Grimith. We have 6 devils here. Lucifer, fallen angel, former servant of heaven. Lucifer masters physical combat and the power of light. We have Beelzebub, general of infernal anger. He confers to those that follow him a physical power and a rage without limits. Baal, the master of shadows and poison is elusive, or Baal, and only leaves intoxicated corpses in its wake. Satan, the anti-prince of hell, will make a powerful warrior of chaos out of you, always between light and death. Asmodeus, empress of lust. This melee fighter feeds on the suffering she causes. And Leviathan, blind beast guided by cosmic energies. Making a pact with Leviathan will make you a powerful wizard. We shall pledge to serve Lucifer, fallen angel, former servant of hell. I got some customization options here. I can do that on my own time, but let's scan through these to see what kind of options they are before I leave you to do some sifting through them. We don't need 2 hours of character creation. These do not loop through. They come to the end And then you have to go back to the left. Fair number of options there for beards. A bevy of skin colors as well. And some hair colorations too. Build-wise, presumably we're going to be wearing a bunch of clothes and gear, so that won't matter too much. Alright. I'll catch you in a few minutes. Instant for your time. I dare say I have a winner here. Hardened man. Hair pulled back in a ponytail. He's seen some things, and he's about to see many more once he pledges his service to Lucifer. Very well. You seem nervous. You must be shaking with impatience. Drink this mixture and step in the middle of the circle. I will prepare the final ritual. Everything is ready. Come. Join us. How are you feeling? Very well. What are you? Can't back off now. If I have to lose my soul, then so be it. Click to exit. Or press the A button on my controller, I presume, that I don't have plugged in. Press right-click on a destination to go there. Will do. To Byleth. Health, mana, portrait. We got a skill. We have various things down there in the bottom right corner. Alright. This sounds like a great opportunity for me to check to make sure all of that captured well enough. Give me a moment, yeah? Alright, great. All that captured well enough. Let's click on this individual here. I'm not surprised by the news you bring, stranger. We have been getting attacked. If the situation continues, we'll have to flee like you did. Your help is most welcome. I will think of what to do next. Hey, do you really come from outside? Maybe I could ask you something. I was at the Tomb of Heroes with my grandson when we were attacked by monsters. I managed to flee, but I've lost trace of my grandson, Arcady. I have no hope, and I think to know what happened to him. I know what happened to him. But I would like to be sure. Help me get rid of the doubt that haunts me, and I will reward you. I will reward you. We got here. Okay. I see. I like that. Lucifer looming over the back of my head. We got ourselves a ritual cape and a rustic studded club. Bludgeon. Alright. Go to the library. You are in the last library of the region, my friend. If you find a book that can be salvaged, don't forget to bring it to me. And the inn here. The old healer has a lot of work in these dark times. May God save us. Healing for 3 gold. Sorry about the hospitality, but we don't have much space, so the infirmary encroaches a bit on the inn. We can trade with you. We have 20 bucks. We can buy food rations. Alright. Over here, we have the forge. Do you need help? We could trade for some things. If I had the gold, which I most certainly do not. Look at that. Alright, we're going to be out there getting some money for things in a refuge. A stranger who made a forbidden pact. What an unexpected hero. What did we ever do to the gods to deserve this? And we could acquire some other gear items here if we but had the wealth. Alright, well, think we're done here. Flashing mission thing. This new power will help me repel the demons that invade us. And we'll see if we can find this grandson or traces thereof. We have powers, but we have no skills. We have lore. If there were but time to read, and there's our inventory. Let's go. We have a mission. This Tomb of Heroes. Other places we could go to. It's right there. Left click to enter, right click to go back to the map. Let's go in. Press right click to move and examine important locations. You can observe and interact with the points of interest. Okay. Click to become invisible, which allows you to not to encounter monsters. Only available one time after battles. Okay. On the left, the corridor leads to the ceremonial room. Alright. Let's go further in, then, to the ceremonial room. Demonic Shrine, let us pray. Summon Bareth. Bareth gives a second breath to those who are exhausted. Astaroth leans over my shoulder to transmit his knowledge. Beelzebub wants me to spill blood to his glory. Let's get some knowledge. Lean on over. Sure. Experience bonus? That's what it sounded like? Cool. Go this way. The Vault of Oth Rings must be filled with valuable items, but you can hear growls coming from it. We'll search it. You fall into a trap. When a trap triggers, press quickly on the 3 red dots to avoid it. If you manage to avoid a trap, you will earn an experience bonus. If you fail, you'll lose some life, so stay on your guard at any time. Trap dodge, experience plus 15%. Okay. Interesting. The ritual room seems quiet. We shall search this as well. Get into a combat, I presume? This bar indicates the time that passes. Press left click on a power to use it. Main attack, melee attack on an enemy inflicts melee damage, generates 2 rage points. Fatigue is 7 seconds. Okay, that's our initiative tracker. Understood. Alright. Gotcha. Right, I'm still in the tutorial thing. Alright, left click. We critical. I'd love to see that. We dodge that attack. They dodge ours. We clean it up. We regenerate some health and mana after the fight, but we didn't burn any. Cool. Victory is ours. Choose an infernal favor. These bonus last for the whole dungeon and disappear when you exit. We can get some health regen, or critical hit chances plus 3%. Let's get some health regen. Presumably we'll take damage at some point. Alright, we've got ourselves a used pickaxe, a thin belt. We'll put that on. Good, the character model changes. A lot of gold coins, 7, and we'll just right-click the pickup. Okay, a whole lot of right-clicking going on. I thought right-click would end up equipping it. Power of reading. Thread weak. I see. Raucous noises resonate through the room. You could swear they come from that tomb. Open it up. What do we win? Your basic magical attack is faster, but it uses up mana. Lightning Bolt costs 4 mana points. Alright, I see. Cool. Let's try it out. Lightning Bolt. Allows us to act again. You can see important information on the top right. Yes, we are far more of a melee attacker than a magical attacker. We dodge yet again. Very good. Clean them up just fine. Level 2, +1 active power, +1 passive power, extra max health and max mana. And some melee damage. Great. Pick up this gold. We got some pants. Look at them pants. And a key to the necropolis was at the bottom of a grave. Worth checks to make sure everything appears to be recording. Great. Well, we're out of here. Alright, so go check out powers. For each level, you can unlock a new power. Alright. Lucifer's Skullbreaker costs 8 mana points, offensive spell on an enemy, throws a light hammer at the target. Light could be meaning multiple things here. Inflicts your melee damage plus magic damage, reduces the target's armor by 5%, Cannot exceed minus 25%. Quick recovery on the magic attack. All right. You also can also unlock a passive power. Click here to switch between the two trees. All right, so we can start with either of these by the looks of things. And we radiate out from this active thing here. All right, let's look at what are we going to start with. You start the fight with 10% of your maximum rage points, or you recover 5% of your max mana every 10 seconds in combat, I presume. Without looking too far ahead, we're just going to, explore wherever the road takes us. Flux control. In the next level, you're going to unlock the adjacent powers. All right. We are done with that screen. Press escape and walk out. We can't go this way. That's all sealed off. We got a key, so presumably we can unlock that now. Small map view. I wonder if we'll have different views with later dungeons. We can't zoom in or out here. Tombs, they might contain interesting items or famished corpses. We got ourselves get another combat. If you are in a bad spot, use potions to heal yourself. You just need to click on them like powers. All right, game is walking us through stuff. We've got a ghost here who's resistant to physical damage, and we've got a zombie. Ghosts have less HP. I am going to target you, I presume? I can do that? Don't do whatever you're doing there. Yeah, that's fine. Lucifer Skullbreaker. Okay, gotcha. Skull. And we can quickly finish off this foe before the ghost even gets a turn. We'll just throw a lightning bolt. Get out of here. First points of damage we've taken. Very well then, zombie. Main attack. Flow mastery there, +1 mana every 10 seconds. Let's throw out a lightning bolt. And maybe I'll do some cool crit here and finish the job. Yeah. All right, we got 4 out of 4 super cool points over on the right side. I'm looking forward to learning about those. Infernal Favor, health regen, Luciferian Plating, armor +7%. We'll pick this Luciferian Plating. +7% armor is not... Like, 7% is not that exciting for me, but we'll try it. Gold, simple pickaxe, rustic studded club, and then guard lance, both hands. Melee damage is a bunch. 25% chance of hitting all targets. I do like that bludgeoning effect, but that area of effect sweep can be really nice. And that is more base damage, of course. Let's equip that. Oh yeah, look at that lance. Cool. Let's keep it moving. And we'll search these as well. What do we win? Stuff? Break it open. We got a broadsword. Oh, that's more damage. I don't think you can swap weapons in combat situations. I'm gonna say that the utility of... It's only a 25% chance. That's the thing. That's like possible utility. Let's use a broadsword instead. Farewell, Lance. We barely knew ye. The corridor goes down to the necropolis. All right. Let's go down. A kind of anomaly where echoes from a distant world come from. Where echoes from a distant world come from. Okay. Death. Greet death. Thank you. Without you, nothing would make sense nor have flavor. Thank you for destroying everything. Okay. Let's come over here. A room down below where the tombs have been pillaged or opened from the inside. We'll search. Get into another combat situation. When you kill an enemy, you earn a demonic point. With 4, you can take your demonic form that is now in your action bar. Luciferian form. A bunch of armor. Extra melee magical damage. You get 10% of your total health lasts 30 seconds. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah. All right. Skullbreaker. Goodbye. Good. And we got half of our cool Lucifer form back. What do we win? Moldy Jacket. All right. Adds 2 poison points when you hit or get hit at melee. Yeah, that seems fine. Why not? Put it on. What's over here? Nothing? Nothing. What we got here? Yeah, okay, cool. I can be invisible. That's fine. Looks like a forsaken maze. The growls do not augur well. Another ghost. We'll use a Skullbreaker here. Crush and annihilate. Beautiful. Give me a melee attack. They dodge. We counter dodge. Land a solid blow. Okay, poison. Take X damage every 10 seconds. Poisoning decreases with time. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Come on, man. There we go. Complete the mission. Back up to full. Oak Bark Offhand. Armor plus 9%. Heavy shield. Fatigue after a melee attack. Chance of blocking plus 15%. We cannot equip that by the looks of things. As this is a two-handed weapon. Yeah, it does say both hands. Makes sense. That's why it's all angrily red there. Yeah. Flea-ridden turban for your head. When you receive damage, you gain 1 health, mana, and rage points. Goodness. Alright, like the sound of that. This is not a tomb. It looks more like a mass grave. Jump in? Am I done here? A glowing portal looks like it leads to a dimension bathed in the furnace. Am I done here? He says. Oh, now I'm able to access this. Interesting. I'm not sure whether I'm having pathfinding or clicking issues here. Wise Mana Drape. +3 mana regen. That would allow me to go even more aggressive on my mana powers. Stick with this for now. We'll access this because it was closer to when we came in. It's impossible to enter the heat. Is too strong. All right. Very good. Jump in. What do we win? Pyrog Enraged Revenant. Fast. Let's come on in. Do it again. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish off Pyrog there real quick. Clean up that fight. Level 3, active power, passive power, bunch of extra stuff. Extra armor there. Choose an infernal favor. I think we're done with this dungeon. Demonic advice tells me I'm done with this dungeon. Possibly. Cobra Sting support item. At the beginning of the fight, throw a venomous sting on a random enemy. Deals 1d6 damage and adds 9 poison points. Interesting. Offhand, chance of critical hit, plus 5%. You terrify enemies and start 3 seconds earlier. Cool, but I'm wielding a two-handed weapon. Bloodied Ring Finger. When an enemy dies, you gain 2 health points, plus 2 health regen at the end of combat. And a Medallion of Arcady. Tragic Destiny, alas. Alright, I think we're done here. We have an active power and a passive power to take. Belial's Fumes. 16 mana points on myself. 16 to 20 hit points, so that's a 1d4 plus... Well, that would be like... No, because you could get a 0 on there. The effect increases by 1 point per level, fatigue 2 seconds. Okay, that's a very snappy heal. We've got Judgment. All enemies as an area of effect attack. And if we're low health, so it's got like a danger threshold on that. And Balam's Strike costs 15 rage points, which we're not building up much. And it doesn't look like I've gone that way. It's a huge heal. But this is the area of effect thing that I want to have. It's a lot of mana points, but it looks like we can have more than 2 enemies we're facing at a time. So I'm going to grab this, and we'll just see where the road takes us there. Give me some Judgment. As for over here, when you suffer a melee attack, 15% reflect on melee. Get 5% extra armor if we headed towards Hot Blood. Get Cold Blood. As soon as you have 10 rage points, they turn to 5 mana points. Or Soul Theft. When an enemy dies, you recover 7% of your maximum mana. That's not much right now at 66 max. But if I'm going to lean into spellcasting, that could very well be what I do. Demon Skin looks like it leads towards magical armor. This, yeah, looks like I'm being like a spellcaster of sorts. Soul Theft. Let's do some soul drinking here. Momentum triggers every 20 seconds during a fight. Time stops and you can use a single-use ability. I just saw that flashing down there in the bottom left corner. Choose some powers and slide them towards the top. Okay. Text critical cannot miss. You turn into a demon. Defeat the weak. Damage taken as half for 10 seconds. I like Fallen Sarah's Blessing. I like this lightning speed. And I also like this Moment of Mastery. Yeah, alright, cool. Momentum. And we can reset all powers by the looks of things. Alright, guess we're done here, as far as I'm aware. Those are red. Perhaps to show that I have been in those. They're done. Yep, we're through here. And we're out of here. We're heading back to the starting settlement. It's a good thing we got the extra experience thing. I mean, I'll try to go back in here, yeah? Looks like I didn't. Okay, just wanted to double check that the portal didn't change just because of the whole arcadey experience. We're done. Let's head back to Byleth. And speak with you. My little Arcadia, I expected it, and yet this medallion will be the only thing left of him. Thanks for taking that risk for me. Take that money. I hope it will help you. Alright. 50 experience points. Cool. Clears out. We can't see completed things in our log. North of the village, a mine has been invested. Invested. Yeah, that doesn't say invested. By demonic cult. If I believe your testimony, they could come from these caves. We have already tried to force them out, but we are not up to it. Clear of our soldiers have been made prisoners during the assault. If you could save them and see what's going on over there, that would be a good start. This voice, are you the one everyone is talking about? The stranger from the west? Sorry, I don't want to disturb you. Never mind, I'm just a poor blind girl. Are you sure? I don't bother you? The ashes of my husband are an urn in the necropolis. Now the place is corrupted. I think he would rather rest in the village. You could find his urn there. I might have something for you. Necropolis. And I believe this is like a stash for us. Yeah, that sounds right. Alright, cool. I think that is a suitable initial foray into Hellslave. I'm digging the vibe, but maybe I should fucking equip that ring. I'll have to decide what gear I want to take with me moving forward. It's going to depend on what I could see in the shops, I suppose. Let's have a look at the forge. Bloody Ritual Scythe. Male Pant of Milgrath. And this Exterminator. Scythe? Oh. That's kind of my theme. That, though, if I could somehow, if I sold everything I owned. How much is the ring worth? Out of theory. 8 gold, okay. We can just look longingly at this exterminator. I got a poison thing going on right now. That mana regeneration probably fits better with what I'm doing here, but how does it look? That's what matters more than anything else. You know, we'll keep the jacket. We'll sell this. This oak bark. I think I would use this miner skull more so we'll sell that. We'll sell this cape. We'll sell the guard lance. And that. And that. And that. Alright, very good. We have a buyback program by the looks of things. Great. We'll keep this in case we find a cool one-handed weapon. That would cause me to take off that broadsword. Chance of bleeding plus 30% on that. It's pretty handy. Alright. Destroy. I think we need to destroy. Check this refuge again real quick, as I saw that this was a shop. It's like we can buy back here, too. We're not buying anything here. We could buy these health and mana vials, which fills your health and mana vials by 1. On pickup, noted. Noted, okay. And then the inn for healing and the library. I don't think I have any cool books to bring back. Do my best to convince the inhabitants that you're a brave man. I think that'll do it for this video. This was a sufficient enough video. I'm intrigued by this game. I want to play some more of this. This is a blind experience, my first time playing it. I would like to do some self-discovery here. I would appreciate that. You know, if you've done your own adventures of the game, leave me to do mine. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I've played video games before. Or we'll crash and burn and this world is doomed. Find out together. Take care.